sun rose slowly over Manila, stretching its light across rooftops, roads, and the restless river that split the city in two. Every morning, as if repeating a ritual carved into his bones, Andres Villanueva walked from his small wooden house to the same stone bench beside the Pasig River. He had been doing this for years, long enough for most people to stop wondering why. He carried a cane, not because he needed it, but because he liked the steady rhythm it made against the pavement. At 74, his steps were slower, but his memories were sharper than ever, especially the memories tied to the river now flowing quietly before him. To strangers, the water looked stained and tired. To Andres, it looked like a once beautiful friend left behind by time. Every morning, 16-year-old Maya Soriano would pass by on her way to school, her backpack full and her notebook tucked under her arm. She had dreams of becoming a writer, the kind who could turn forgotten things into unforgettable stories. She always saw Lolo Andres sitting alone, watching the water, with a sadness she couldn't understand. That morning, something felt different. Maybe it was curiosity, maybe it was intuition, maybe her heart simply knew there was a story waiting to be told. She approached the old man. "Lolo, why do you stay here every day?" she asked. "People say this river is dead." Andres turned slowly and his eyes softened. "Ah, that's because they don't know what this river once was." Maya hesitated, then sat beside him. "What was it like?" Andres' gaze drifted across the water, as if searching somewhere far beyond the present. "When I was your age," he began, "the Pasig River was alive. And when I say alive, Maya, I mean breathing. Fishermen filled the banks before dawn. Families gathered here every afternoon. We swam in the water, laughed in the water. We believed the river could carry our dreams." Maya tried to picture it but couldn't. The river before her looked nothing like the river in Andres' memory. "What happened, Lolo?" she asked quietly. Andres sighed, the kind of sigh that carries years of disappointment. The city grew, factories rose, garbage piled up. Everyone believed the river was endless, that it could swallow our waste forever. But rivers have limits, Anak, and one day, it broke. For a moment, neither of them spoke. The gentle wind brushed against their faces, carrying with it the faint scent of the water, a smell that hinted at what had been lost. Maya wrote a single line in her notebook, "A river that forgot how to live." Days turned to weeks. Maya began stopping by more often, asking questions, listening to Andres' recollections. She learned about the river markets, the floating gardens, the fishermen who once knew every bend of the water like their own heartbeat. But one morning, something unusual stirred the routine. Maya arrived to find Andres standing, not sitting, his cane gripped tightly, his expression puzzled. "What's happening?" Maya asked. Andres didn't answer. He just pointed. Along the banks, people in gloves and boots were gathering. Trucks parked beside the walkway. Large nets stretched over the water. Volunteers moved with purpose. "It's a cleanup," Maya said, her voice rising with excitement. "Lolo, they're cleaning the river." Andres blinked as if the words were too impossible to believe. "Who?" he whispered. "Everyone," Maya said. "Students, office workers, divers, environmental groups, even people who aren't from Manila. I heard it started with a video someone posted online. It went viral." Andres' heart thudded in his chest. He watched young people pulling sacks of garbage from the shallows, divers descending into the dark water, engineers setting up small machines that tested oxygen levels and water quality. For the first time in years, Andres felt something stirring inside him. Something he thought he had lost. Hope. The cleanup continued day after day. Maya came after school to take notes for the story she was writing, and Andres came to watch the workers lay floating garbage traps, dredge old debris, and place bamboo structures along the banks to strengthen the soil. As the weeks passed, the water began to change. Not dramatically, but subtly. The surface no longer carried as much plastic. The color grew lighter. The smell softened. One afternoon, Maya gasped and pointed to the edge of the river. "Lolo, look!" A small silver fish broke the surface for just a moment before darting away. Andres froze. His cane nearly slipped from his grasp. His eyes filled with tears. "Is that?" "Yes. Maya said. A fish. Andres lowered himself slowly to the edge, his hand trembling as he touched the water. I never thought I'd see this again, he whispered. Maya sat beside him. Lolo, what does it mean? It means the river is healing, he said. And when a river heals, a nation heals with it. As the transformation continued, something extraordinary began happening beyond the riverbanks. People around the world started noticing. A drone video capturing the before and after contrast went viral on social media. Environmental channels posted documentaries about the rehabilitation project. International journalists traveled to Manila to film the progress. Within months, videos about the Pasig River cleanup reached millions of views worldwide. News anchors in London called it one of the most successful urban river rehabilitations in history. Reporters in Paris referred to it as the miracle of Manila. Environmental groups in Japan sent teams to study the methods used by the Filipinos. Maya showed these videos to Andres on her phone. His eyes widened each time. They're amazed, Maya said. People from all over the world can't believe we did this. Andres smiled. That's because they don't know who we are. Filipinos may struggle, but we rise, always. The riverbanks transformed even more. Restored walkways, small parks, lampposts casting golden light onto the water at night. Families returned, taking selfies, eating street food, riding river ferries. The river was no longer a forgotten place. It was alive again. One evening, as the sun dipped behind the skyline, Maya and Andres stood side by side. The river reflected the lights of the city like a winding path of gold. Lolo, Maya asked softly, do you think the river will stay this way? Andres looked at her, the girl who had listened to his stories, written them down, and seen the river with eyes full of both sorrow and promise. That depends on your generation, he said. A river doesn't stay alive by itself. It lives because people fight for it. Maya nodded, understanding the weight of those words. That night, in her bedroom lit by a single lamp, she wrote the final lines of her story. The Pasig River's secret is not its transformation. Its secret is the people who refuse to let it die. And that is why the world watched. Because the Philippines reminded everyone that miracles are born when hope is shared. Her story would soon be shared online, and like the river itself, it would begin traveling across the world.